Hey, we're back on In Perspectives. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Laura.
And today we're going to be talking about how a product or show or something can work in different markets if you find the right audience or if you target it to that niche.
Exactly. So, for example, an article was published today on adage.com that we have been looking at, and it talks about the new Ugly Betty series that's happening in China. Now, Ugly Betty has been successful. It's a TV show if you're not familiar.
Right.
It's been very successful here in the United States. It's on its third season now. It was recently launched in Latin America and South America, and also now it's being shown in China. And so we were taking a look at the differences between the three. They're the same show premise, but they're completely different. So we can talk about that a little bit and how they make it work with the show.
Yeah, that's right. For the Chinese one, I know they have a lot of product placement in there, a lot of advertisement kind of in your face. I mean, Dove is everywhere. And they can do that because they're really not a fashion agency like the American version. They're an advertising agency, so they can push that product in the show.
They're an advertising agency, whereas Ugly Betty in America is a fashion agency. So in this advertising agency, in the Chinese version, they can use any of their sponsors and just put the product out there all the time. Like as you were saying, Dove, the brand Dove is just like everywhere. If you Google or if you YouTube this Chinese Ugly Betty, you can see previews for it, or if you look at adage. And Cindy was talking about how with the Spanish version of Ugly Betty, how it's more like a telenovela, right?
Yeah, its focus is more on, of course, Ugly Betty, you know, her looks, how she is trying to be successful, but a lot of people look down on her because she's not that beautiful, model-esque, you know, woman. And so that's more of the focus of that show. Of course, the drama. I mean, you have to have drama with a telenovela.
It's like a soap opera. That's what a telenovela is, in case you don't know. But so the point is, like, if you want to take something and you want to bridge it across the globe or across the world and reach different cultures and different markets, you shouldn't expect that culture to adapt to you. You should adapt to them. Like we were saying, we were talking about, they didn't just take Ugly Betty, the American version, and translate it into Spanish and broadcast it in South America and Mexico. They actually redid the whole show, and that actually proved to be more successful than it would have been if they just translated it, because things don't always translate literally as they do with a language. You have to really understand the culture and understand the market that you're targeting.
That's right. For example, the Chinese one, if they did that whole product placement like they do, you know, here in America, I would not watch that show at all. I mean, I don't want product in my face every time I'm looking at that Ugly Betty, you know?
Yeah, because it would alienate us. But whereas, I guess in China, that flies better there. They don't see that as weird as we would. So, yeah, that's so yeah. If you're ever wanting to reach a global audience, you should think about things like that, not just translating the language, but actually translating the entire program that you're trying to do, a promotion, a commercial, anything like that. You should really take that into consideration.
Yeah, you got to look at that culture, you got to look at that audience and see what they like.
Exactly.
So that wraps up our In Perspective for today.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow, and tune in. Follow us on Twitter. She's at Cindy Oliveira. I'm at Laura Babley. And our agency is at M Strategies Inc. So follow us.
Bye.
See ya.